page. And we're going to call this one so what have we got? We need to do a valuation of a 2-story commercial building using CapVal as primary and DCF as a secondary method. Valuation date 1st of March, 3,000 square metres of land, 2,000 square metres of building, the 2,000 square metre car park. We've got a capitalisation rate of 8.5%, long-term vacancy of 8%. We want to do a DCF for 5 years. We've got an IRR, we've got a discount rate of 12%. For vacancies, assume new 6-year leases commence in 12 months' time. Terminal yield or terminal cap rate 8%, 3% selling price, selling costs, and acquisition costs. So we've got a retail tenancy on the ground floor that's got a new lease. It's 6 years with a further 6-year option. There's a 12-month rent-free period for the rent only. It's 1,000 square metres. The base rent's 500,000 net, and that's considered market here. Reviews, the initial and option periods. So reviews across everything. So whether it's during the fixed term or at options, 3%. With a single review to market on option, with a ratchet clause. I think we're just assuming it's constantly 3%. First floor, I don't know why that one's about to fold. The first floor commercial office is currently vacant, but it's estimated 350 metre gross. It's 1,000 square metres, and we think it's going to take 12 months to let up. Incentives in the market are equivalent to 1 month per year of the initial term. Agents fees are 10%. Whole building outgoings are 160,000. Cool. So we want to do a cap graph. Now we're kind of starting to set something up that's going to reflect a bit more like the assignment, where we're doing both and triangulating it. So let's put a little bit more kind of science and rigor behind it. Let's start with putting in. I think it's good to kind of start. You just try and put as much information in as possible, because you might think to it, you might not, but it makes it clear. So let's start with valuation date. So we know what we're dealing with. And so we've got our cell styles. There's an input for the date, input date. And what's our valuation date? 1st of March 2020. Let's put in some key assumptions. And this is just to start getting in the habit of, like, when you're building models, try and put as much of the information into it as you can, so that, you know, if someone's looking at it, I don't have to go on the third or another sheet, you can see where you've got all your information. What are some of the key assumptions we're going to need for a CapVal? We'll get to that. We'll get to building up kind of like a tenancy schedule. Cap rate. And what's the cap rate? 8.5%. What else will we need? Yep. And what's that? And 8%. Anything else? Discount rate, do we need here, we've got a discount rate for, of course, cash flows in the DCF, but if we're going to have a cap rate of 8.5%, can we just use that? Good.
Yep.
Sorry? All right. Good. We'll probably need agents fees. We'll start with that, and then we'll, if we need any others, we'll bring it in. And what was agents fees? 10%. So then we've got kind of some of those key assumptions. We'll probably want to start to build up a picture of. We'll probably want to build up a picture of the property. So kind of like a mini tenancy schedule. So tenancy, we'll probably want to know the tenancy. What else would we want to know? Yeah, LA. Let's say we want to know what use it is. Just helps identify things. For the cap val, what's the one that we want first? Yeah, market. Yes, you would want the passing rent. You kind of similar to what we did in the remember the capitalisation workshop yesterday. We actually looked at breaking down passing versus market, so we can get you over and unders. I think here we're just assuming market is passing. So let's say market rent gross dollars per metre squared. And so if we had NLA and we had market rent as a gross dollar per square metre, what else are we going to be able to get?
Market rent.
Yeah. Rent. Well, we'll call it gross total. So what tenancies have we got here? Let's say ground floor. We've got a ground floor and a first floor. So the ground floor was retail. The first floor was commercial. But it's vacant now, but it's still a commercial use. It's in the
It says
First
it says
floor.
ground floor, first floor, commercial
Commercial
offices, and then
offices.
there's a second.
yeah. So it's still a commercial office use. So what's the net lettable area for? So what's the NLA? So 1,000 square metres each. So we can select these numbers, and we can make that a total. Let's put so then it's done. So we know we've got 2,000 square metres now. So is everyone where we're at now?
What cell style do you use for the three?
Sorry?
What cell style do you use for now they use in the market?
Number. Just the input number.
There's one that's input number, input text.
Yeah.
to use.
And then the market rent gross. Oh, so what's our market rent, a gross market rent rate for the ground floor?
2,000. Oh,
Which is considered market, basement,
Yeah. So that's just gross rental. outgoings. So what's,
Estimated 160,000.
total building
Yeah.
is 160,000. So then, what's the outgoings per square metre? So here we're gonna make a reference calculation, so you could do cell style, see this calc number,
Oh, yeah.
put that in,
Is that different?
sorry?
Does it look different?
Yes, just see like it's a white box, it doesn't look like an input.
Would you put a, cap? Oh, okay. Cap number.
And so then all we're doing is that 160,000 and dividing it by that 2,000 square metres, and then I'll have it done. So you should get $80 a metre. So then, what would be the market rent gross? The market gross rent for the ground floor?
1,000 times 8.
Sorry?
1,000 times 8.
Gross market rent is a gross figure.
Oh, sorry.
What does it equal?
Yep, so it's the 500,000 base rent
Wow.
divided by the 1,000 square metres, and then plus that $80. Yeah?
Would you put the $500,000 in another cell though?
Sorry?
Would you put the $500,000 in another cell? So can you reuse it later on for another?
Can you select the cell?
Okay.
Like first floor income?
Like you could.
Would you get more money?
Just focus on getting to the right answer.
Nah. No,
It's his idea.
So have we got that? Yeah. So then the same thing, you can format that as a calculation number, so that you know your market gross rental then is just gonna be that 580 times the 1,000 square metres. And so then what about for the commercial? So it's 350 gross. 350 gross is market. And so we can just copy that formula down. And then we can copy our little total across. So has everyone got that? Yep. 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 For which one? So it's just the area times the market rent rate. And that's just coming from the fact that the question says that the 350 is their estimated market rental. Okay, so we've now got, has everyone got that total gross market rent? Okay. So now we have the first part of our cap out. So what are we going to start with?